Okay, it's Sunday morning, and I've been tinkering with this, trying to put the finishing touches. And what I found was, when I was wondering about the servo and what was going on with it, that the problem was I didn't do my upgrade on the servo arm. This is the original plastic arm. This is a brand new car, brand out the box, and I didn't upgrade the servo arm. All Metal Gear servo. Let's see. I forgot to add the new upgraded parts. The aluminum servo arm. The rest of the upgrade, and take that plastic off. I think what happened is this is a 30 kilogram servo, so it's so powerful that when I was manipulating the steering, it was probably stripping this spline in here and staying forward while the servo was moving. So it's so powerful, it probably beat that up. And I got to put this one with the screw on there. So I'm going to do that, spare you that, and come back when this is upgraded. And I'm waiting on that Jeep body. Also, what I'll be doing is moving the rear shock position and increasing the ride height. I adjusted the set screws and increased the ride height in the rear because this car, being a short course truck, is a little high on the nose. So I loosened the set screws and allowed the rear end to set up more. So and the next part, the rear shocks will be adjusted higher, so the ride height in the rear is higher. Set screws have been adjusted, and I'll upgrade the servo arm to aluminum and do another test on the steering responsiveness. All right, get back to you. Okay, so very quickly on the Dumbo transmitter, I centered everything and pulled the arm off the servo. I'm gonna add the new arm and center it. See how well it is. As far as the splines go, on centered. Oh, that's very well centered. It's beautiful. Let's see. Nice and vertical. So I'll just add the little screw. It's very good and centered. When I connect the wheels later, that'll be nice and straight before I do any trimming. It ought to be a very accurate and precise car. Let's see. Yeah, I think the reason it was acting funny previously was because it's 30 kilograms, so it's so powerful, it was stripping that plastic and sticking super fast, I think, and responsive for this 1/10 scale car. Beautiful. Okay, I'll come back. I wanted to add gyro function. I like the Dumbo and the Fly Sky receivers with the gyro to keep it centered. So you can see the gyro wiggling that arm to counteract the slide out. So that's a nice all Metal Gear servo, nice and smooth. Aluminum case, waterproof, beautiful. So I just put a little Loctite. So I put on a new arm, set screw, and just reattaching the servo arm. Turnbuckle, linkage with a little bit of because it's a metal thread screw, aluminum arm. I put the Loctite. Try it out now. Let's see. That records. Oh, I have to look here and see that servo saver. Let's see if I can show you. Just have to adjust a little bit. The servo saver, which is right here. Okay, so just to show you here, I'm going to adjust the differential. I believe it's right here on the servo saver. Right there is where it gaps to keep it from snapping these linkages and arms. So I'm going to adjust the dual rates. See, turn is pulling too far, 30 kilograms, that'll snap it. So I have to reduce it a little bit on the forward and the rear. So we go in here on the steering and turn down in here on the steering. On this Dumbo RC, turn down the dual rates a little bit, and let's see how far it pulls. Steering, that's at 75. Maybe I've got it at 55 now. There we go. Just pulling out of the seat, so right there, it's not hyperextending now, see? Not hyperextending. And that's the limits of the steering. So I'll just reset that. Let's test the responsiveness. The aluminum upgrade. Let's see. Oh, that's too high. We'll lower that down.